Alright, let's do this, people. So I'm behind on videos, I feel. Just need to make this thing and then get out and get some sunshine. But it needs to be said, okay? So a few days ago, it's just things are happening so fast, man. Things are happening so fast with the connections and disconnections, like inclusion and exclusion from groups, especially online, but not only online. And I found that the more you use magic, what I call magic at least, the more things will speed up. And it's pretty much like driving a really fast car, right? So if you walk and you get 40 degrees off course while walking, you're not gonna, like, get to the moon in an instant when you're aiming for the sun, or the other way around, because you're going so slow. But if you're going in a Ferrari or some sort of rocket and you go 40% of course randomly, you're on a highway and you just jerk the wheel and you go 40% of course, you're gonna hit a wall. You're gonna be a fireball. You're gonna be like this guy here, like the wizard dude, right? Just on fire. So this image was my chosen cover image for a group that I've been a member of, started actually, and it was the cover photo for the group for a long time, because it was, it spoke to me. It was about magic, it was all that. And then a few days ago, some magical connections happened and somebody invited me into a new group, and this group changes cover photos every day or every couple of days. And the image that they found, the image that they had in the group at that time was, hold on, wait for it, was this one. Okay? So it was just this thing here as a cover photo, kind of like this. You could just see that I didn't even see that it's male and female. I just saw basically like this, somebody playing with explosives, basically fireworks, explosives, and fire like this. And then when I zoomed out, when I've seen the image, what happened to it? Oh my lord, this is all wrong. Okay, when I've seen the full image, it just spoke to me like you wouldn't believe. And I understood right then and there that there's something wrong with my first wizard image, because the first one is self-absorbed, right? The wizard guy is just this guy, which for some reason moves to this other screen, is very self-absorbed. This is a guy who just oh, never mind. Other memes I'm using. This guy is just, let's say, playing with himself. Okay, he's playing with his own powers and just using, oh, look at my stuff, it's so awesome. But it's just his energy going from here, from inside himself, coming out and shining, and not that much else happening. It's a lonely guy. It's not that big of a thing for a group. It shows a sort of self-absorbed kind of thing. And the network, let's see it here. What I call network, this interconnected web of information and intuition and what have you, told me by this female calling me into this group that I need to be more focused on the others, on the rest of network, and especially on the game of masculine and feminine, right? So then I got this image, the new one, with really fun stuff. And I like the look of these characters. Like the guy is so dumbfounded by the beauty of this this woman is like, what is the conversation here, right? Like, excuse me, sir, can you help me find? Do you have a light? Can you spark my interest? Can you light my fire? And obviously, this guy has a lot of light, a lot of fire, and there's a lot of potential here. And there's just, I love this moment and the tension where it's just like, okay. This is obviously a potentially fun, potentially disastrous situation. So oh my lord, right? How do we do this? Look at the guy's face. He's like so struck with this woman, and the girl. Look at. He's like, oh my lord, this man, this unassuming, not so necessarily rich or wealthy man, the simple guy is so everything I need right now, right? This, I believe, is the thing with magic. It provides what you need right now. Going over to what Bashar is saying is abundance is the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it, right? So I think this situation is so magical. It so provides everything that I consider magical. Of course, if we go into the whole game that I'm watching, the bird game, when women are ovulating, they're focusing a lot on what do I need right now? Like, what's the best man here in this room right now? And when they're not, the focus is not so much on right now, but more in long term, right? So outside of ovulation, you have, how much money does this guy make? How much is he stable? Does he have a nice apartment? All that. But the more magical you let things become, so the more you sharply focus on the present, right? On the excitement situation, like what's the most exciting thing here? The more you get to this situation where it's male, female, fire, explosives, danger, a lot of danger, of the molecules flowing here, oxyacetylene, torch, flame, oxygen, and I don't know what this is. I don't know how it's made, but yeah. Okay, so this happened, okay? And then I was extremely psyched with this group because this video, this image told me that the group knows magic and knows it quite well, right? And then the nice lady that invited me, Jackie, showed me the Reiki videos that I'm responding to in video 38. Now, I'm pretty sure that had my first video succeeded, right, recorded and everything, it would have been a very different story right now. I'd probably be like a pretty amusing member of that group, right? Like it would have been a pretty superstar moment for 5 minutes, right? But it didn't work out because I messed up, right? I pressed preview instead of record, so I messed up the video. Now the situation was it was like a super high speed situation. It was like Jackie from the group asked me, hey, can you help my friend with this problem? There was a girl there in the group with, she posted about dissociation, right? Like she's very dissociated from her body. And does anybody else have this problem? And I've read through the comments that were provided, and none of them seemed to me to address any of the deep core issues that this girl had. And it was like this. She said, every once in a while, this was the word magic that she used in the post. She said, every once in a while, I feel like I'm going out of my body, so stepping away from it, and that whatever's happening to me at that time isn't happening to me, but to the girl in the window. Okay, so she used these words, which to me signal a high amount of magic. This is not just her head speaking like this. No, it's her heart and her subconscious speaking, and it's looking for somebody who can basically speak magic. if that makes sense. So who can really grasp and understand the word magic and play with magic like people play with juggling balls and fire and other things. So an expert magic user or word magic user like myself. I wrote to her, and as soon as I read the post, to me it was obvious that she needs to draw, right? And she needs to draw specifically the girl in the window, if that makes sense. Because the emotional charge of that situation, like when did this happen? You know, look at here. You see this? The window. It's a barred window. It's the girl in the window. This is straight off the top of my head. It's happening right now in real time. So basically, this is not the girl in the window. This is a girl outside. This is a girl outside who is actually playing, free to play, and has found a play partner. This is someone who's at least potentially happy, who's basically in the game. That's the most important thing, in the game. As you may know, for girls, one of the most important sort of insults or punishments is to be excluded. For guys is to be one-upped. So somebody to take your girl, to beat you up, to whatever, to show them that they're stronger. For girls, it's not the same. For girls, it's to be excluded from the group, to be, what do you call it? I don't know the term right now, but to be cast away from the group. Like ostracized, I think that's the word. So if you say it's happening to the girl in the window, that's basically a girl who's on the inside looking out. It's in some sort caged, right? It's caged behind bars or behind the bars of a normal window. And so the thing is this: watch the connections here. Watch the connections. So as a favor. Jackie asked me, can I offer this girl with the girl in the window, can I offer her my standard deal? That is, pay me something if our sessions help you. And she said no. And I was like, fine, I'll do this as a favor to you and see what happens, where it goes, how network pays me. And this is important to understand. It's an important concept to understand. Let me just take this here so I can have a better grasp on these things. So network being this, my thing has been a lot of the time has been help this person, for instance, and expect something out of them. But this is a network, and more magic can be done in many more interesting ways if you trust the network, not the guy or girl you're talking to. So basically you help this guy out and this guy helps you out, but this guy may be in a much better position to help you than this guy that you've actually helped. So if you trust network and help this guy and leave it be for a while, generally network will provide a much better response than this guy can provide right now. This guy here, what am I focusing on? Anyway. So yeah, and watch the connections here. I am sorry if this is a little bit confusing, but watch the connections here. So the deal was, hey, help this girl, just as a favor to the group leader, and I said yes. And then again Jackie after that said, hey, watch this video, the Reiki video, like the fucking weird bullshit, whatever. So and I made what I considered a good video, and it lasted 10 minutes. I spoke to Jackie, and she said, I spoke to the girl, to the window girl. I spoke to the window girl, and she said, I'm out on a walk with my dog. I'll be home in 15 minutes. Okay, and because I had that time, I'm like, okay, I'll watch Jackie's Reiki video thing weirdness, and made my video, but I made it in real time. So my video lasted about 12 minutes. So, and it was really awesome. Again, it was like really highly charged, energy charged. Everything was just spot on right. I was extremely proud. It was like, comparison wise, you can look for energy wise, it's kind of like video 24, male on male aggression, bird game male on male aggression. So it was a really on situation, But because I messed up that record button, so I wasn't mindful for one split second, like, hey, am I recording or just previewing here? The whole video got lost, okay? Because the video got lost, I had to, I guess, make video 38, which is just scraps. It's twice as long, not as funny, so it's basically more signal over lesser quality. In terms of network, because this is a neural network, what this network deals in, like a neural network, it is quality signals. So if this guy gets quality signals to this guy and maybe back, these guys will stay connected. If this guy starts to send gibberish, and I'm talking here subjectively, if from this blue point of view, red is sending him gibberish, this guy will distance from this guy's signals. The distance will increase and they will eventually disconnect. Okay? So again, watch the connections. What happened? I messed up a button. I lost the 10-minute video. I started basically forcing myself to tell the same joke again, make a double-length video, have the fun. While I was making this video, I totally forgot about the window girl, which came back, told me she was back, my Facebook was off, I didn't notice. Making and uploading this video was like, whatever, 20-something minutes. Then I was uploading it, talking to Jackie, not seeing that the girl's back. She went offline, went on her way, went on her business, and then my video was so unsuccessful that I got kicked out of the group. Okay. Now I'm not really, how do I say this? I'm not that sorry that I got kicked out of the group, because if it's one thing I learned is that network is endless. Okay, that group, it's like these 5 or 6 people here, and you can go anywhere in network. If you can visualize this with me, you can go to the left 100 people or 1,000 people, or to the right 1,000 people, and you're going to find some sort of constellation of people like this, some of which you like, some of which you dislike. And the magical game, as I understand it, and I believe Bashar speaks of this as well, and Magic speaks of this as well, and instinct, subconscious, and the psychedelics speak of this as well. I believe the Buddha and Jesus speak of this as well, is the ability to let go and to not get attached to outcome of any kind. So it was very interesting to me, this whole fast speed connection type of thing. Let's see what's happening here. How much video do we have? 18 minutes. Okay. There might be a second thing that I might add in here, but maybe in the next video. This will, as I said, this will be now a closing argument, a closing statement for my videos. I mean, I learned something from Jackie's Reiki video. Not at all what she wanted me to learn, that's for sure. But I am going to use it, right? So at least I got this closing thing. Piggy absolutely approves. Piggy is with me once again. He's a very loyal friend. Yeah, we are picking Piggy's nose. So yeah, that's it.